Hello you guys, so today I'm going to be talking about RGB versus Cmyk and spot color versus the Pantone matching system. We're going to be talking about those things, so let's just jump right into it and let's start off with what is RGB. These are colors that are added to a black background to build an image. So RGB is referred to as an additive. This meaning it is created with light. So combining red and green, RNG, creates yellow, which is a brighter color than red and green. Combining red and blue creates magenta, and green and blue creates a lighter blue. And then combining all three creates white. So this color mode is mainly used for on-screen programs. So the digital billboards that we see nowadays are using RGB. It's a black background and they build from that black background up. And so it's adding more light to the black background instead of adding more depth. So the kids' movies that we see, those are using RGB because that's created in a program. It's not anything else, and it's on screen, so it's just creating more light instead of adding darker colors. You're adding brighter colors to build what we see on these movies, on these TV shows. That's what it is. Our computer that we're looking at is built off of black screens. They added light instead of adding darker colors. They added lighter colors to create what it is that we see on our computers. So there's RGB, which leads us into Cmyk. So what is Cmyk? These colors are added to a white background to remove other colors from a visual spectrum. Cmyk is made up of subtractive colors, this meaning the more color that is added to the white background, the darker it will get. So cyan and magenta will create the darker blue, and cyan and yellow will create the green, and magenta and yellow will create the red. But combining all three of those will create the K, black. And so this color mode is mainly used for printing. In printers that we see in offices and things of that sort have these colors that you add into it, and those colors are Cmyk. Those are the colors that are entered to get the printer to print all the other colors that we use for printing. So magazines, books, things of that sort are using Cmyk. It's very, very, very rare that you will see Cmyk used for on-screen programs. And for the same for RGB, it's very, very rare that you will ever see printing using RGB colors. So let's compare the two. RGB, in this photo, you can see the umbrella is very light. The colors on the umbrella are very bright and they pop out at you, versus the Cmyk picture. The colors are there on the Cmyk, but they are not as bright as it is on the RGB. On the RGB, you can also see in her hair that there are highlights in her hair where the sun is hitting her hair, and you can really see those colors pop. Whereas on Cmyk, those highlights are there, but they're definitely not as bright as it is on RGB. And also, another thing that I noticed looking at this, her skin. You can very visibly see that there are where the sun is hitting her on her skin, and it looks very good. And it just, the color of her skin just looks very nice. In Cmyk, the color is there, but it's just not as bright, and it doesn't pop as much as it does for RGB. Now let's move to spot color. What is spot color? Spot color is any color created by an ink. This type of ink printing is used for consistency, used particularly for creating logos. So with Cmyk, you cannot really get those fluorescent colors or metallic colors that you can get with spot color. So spot color, you can really pick out those colors to get a fluorescent color or a metallic color. So that's what spot color is really used for. Now let's move on to what is the Pantone matching system. This is the standard color matching system. It was designed to help designers and printers to have control over what colors they are using. So it really is for designers and printers. This system allows you to specify colors that cannot be mixed in traditional Cmyk. So Cmyk is if you're not a designer, using Cmyk is the best route to go. But if you are a designer, this matching system is so good because we use so many different colors. And if we were to use colors in our work that we do, and the Cmyk system can't produce that color, it'll try as best as it can, but it won't be the color that we are necessarily looking for. So this matching system will really help get the colors that we are looking for as designers. So there you go, you guys.